Hey guys, it is Keaney here from Recharge Wrestling, and I'm here for predictions. And we have WrestleMania Backlash live this weekend. Uh, as at the time of recording, which is Wednesday, we have only 6 matches announced. But I want to get my predictions in now. I will obviously will add some more predictions if they get added to the card. I'm sure they will with only 6 matches. Check us out on Twitter at Recharge Wrestle to get involved in our predictions league. We've running predictions throughout the year, keeping a track of scores, and at the end of the year, you can win a t-shirt of your choosing from AEW or WWE. So yeah, follow us on there. The tweet is up. Predictions are coming in as we speak. But let me give you mine now. So the first match we have is, well, I say first match. The order I have it in front of me. Happy Corbin v Madcap Moss is the first match. This one's a hard one to predict because, I mean, just who knows? I think Madcap Moss is the guy they're quite big on. And I said he'd win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which happened on SmackDown before Mania. And he seems to be the guy they're pushing on TV. So I think I'm going to go for Madcap Moss to beat Happy Corbin, but there to be more after this. The only hesitation I have is I'm doing this prediction before SmackDown. And I think so far, Corbin hasn't really got too much better with Madcap Moss. I think it's got too personal yet. So I think we may get that down the line. So maybe on Friday we get a really personal angle, in which case I think, yeah, who knows? But I'm going Madcap Moss to win. That's my prediction. Up next, AJ Styles and Edge. And this is another interesting one. I've got a feeling the Priest being banned from ringside is a red herring, and we get someone else come down and help Edge win this match. Now, that may not be Finn Balor. I think it will be, but it could be. I mean, I was going to say a Ciampa, but he's involved in another feud. I mean, who knows? But I've just got a feeling Edge is going to get the better of AJ Styles. I don't think AJ Styles needs a win here. I thought he might win at Mania, but now I just think this new Edge faction, and there's too much like funny business with Judgment Day, that the lights will probably go out and then someone in a cloak will appear, take AJ out or something. There's going to be some weird stuff like that. So okay, there's no Priest, but I think there'll be something. So I'm going Edge to beat AJ Styles. Bobby Lashley and Omos. Unfortunately, I think they're going to go with Omos for this one. Again, rematch from Mania, as a few of these matches are. And Omos, now with MVP as his mouthpiece, is now a bit more relevant. And I think this is the first match. I don't think he's had a match on Raw with MVP as his mouthpiece yet. Maybe he might have had one or two. Anyway, not a notable match anyway. And I think the first match of MVP, I think Omos kind of has to win it. So I'm going Omos to win this, although I don't agree with that booking decision because I think Bobby Lashley is streets ahead of Omos. The SmackDown Women's title match, an I Quit match, the only title match on the card. Charlotte Flair v Ronda Rousey, and I'm going to go Ronda Rousey. This one's a simple one. She just can't say I quit. So it's as simple as that. The way Charlotte's been kind of playing up to the heel character the past few weeks. And even in the live show we saw, Ronda had her pinned, Charlotte's foot was on the rope, and then Charlotte used her feet on the ropes to get the win. But there's a point where I think people in the crowd thought Ronda Rousey had won that match, and that seems to be Charlotte's just about skating by them. And I think Ronda Rousey wins the title here. We have next Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, this, I think, is another really tough one because do you want Cody Rhodes to lose this early into his WWE re-debut career type thing, or do you want him to just keep being booked strong? Depends where you see Cody. I mean, who knows? Cody may be. It's such a difficult decision because we don't know who. There isn't really a champion on Raw at the moment. I know Roman has the belt, but he's not really a champion. Like he's not. There's no one to go for. So I think if we knew who champion was, if it was a legitimate heel champion on Raw, I thought, okay, I could see Cody going on and doing that. But I think this is their top feud on Raw right now in terms of a singles feud. And I think, in my opinion, Seth Rollins should beat Cody Rhodes here. Seth has lost a lot. We've discussed this on the pod a lot over the last months, that Seth loses a lot. Seth has to win a match like this. So, and I don't think Cody's not someone you have to keep unbeaten. I think that character actually works better if he's battling to get to the top rather than just at the top, unbeaten, like clean sailing. So I think there needs to be speed bumps in Cody Rhodes' journey, and I think Seth Rollins will provide one. And the last match is the main event. I'll get to my thoughts on the decision to make this a 6-man tag on the pod. But we have a 6-man tag, Drew McIntyre and RK Bro v Roman Reigns and the Usos. So there is no unification of any titles here. This is just a 6-man tag. And I think they will probably go with Drew McIntyre and RK Bro to win this, because I think Drew v Roman's a feud we're going to see. Well, it is, isn't it? That's got to be the feud going forward for the whatever title, both belts, one belt, I don't know. No one knows. The uncertainty is a bit frustrating, but Drew McIntyre is the next challenger for Roman Reigns, at least from SmackDown side, probably both sides. So I think you have to get Drew and his team to win, and Drew will probably pick up the pinfall against either member of the Usos. And again, that leads into the storyline with Reigns with the Usos, the kind of unrest that maybe growing. So I think that's how they'll go. So that's a quick one. 6 matches, quickly done. Like I say, we'll add on any more predictions as and when we get them. I mean, we'll get them same time as you, but I think there may be some matches added on SmackDown. I'm surprised they didn't throw like a Sonya Belair on this card, or because there's one women's match at the moment, or you know, the tag titles. You could either have Shayna and Natalya going for the tag titles on this card. I think you could have had Rhea v Liv. There's a lot of matches you could have had on this card that they've just decided not to. Realistically, any extra matches added will probably come from SmackDown, given Raw, we've seen the go home show. I mean, that being said, they've often added matches just on social media the day before. So who knows what they'll add. But I'm sure there'll be at least one match, I reckon 1 or 2 matches added. So we'll add those as and when. But as I mentioned at the top, follow us on Twitter at Recharge Wrestle to get involved in our predictions league. Even if you've not predicted to this point, it's not like it's impossible. There's a chance. And there's always a shout out for the winner of the week. I mean, as we go forward, as you know, there may be prizes for weeklies in future years of predictions, but this year there's a prize at the end of the year. And if you think you are good at predicting, get involved, because believe me, all of us 3 at Recharge, we think we're good at predicting, and actually now we've got outside predictors in our league. We're proven not to be so good. Well, at least the other 2. I think I'm top overall, so I'm all right. So the other 2 not so good. So that being said, they will be putting out predictions videos themselves, so check those out when they drop. They may already be in your YouTube feed as we speak. But check out our YouTube, Recharge Wrestling, subscribe, like, engage with our content, leave us comments, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd want to see. We're always up for ideas. At the moment, we predominantly focus on the weekly reviews. We have these prediction videos when pay-per-views, PLEs come around. We have had some WWE 2K content for those who enjoy gaming. the combining gaming and wrestling there. So there's a lot of 2K content on there and more to come. I can tell you that now because I have been recording content myself. So I know for a fact there is more content coming. We've recently we had WWE Live in London. We put a lot of videos up for those. So check those out. And there'll be more to come. I mean, we're all looking forward to the pay-per-view in the UK. We will, if touch wood, we get tickets, there will be a lot more content coming up from there as well. So check us out on all the places you would go. We're on Twitter, YouTube, we're on Facebook, but not as predominant. And we will catch you very soon. So see you later, guys.